Hello everyone, welcome to another video for Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. This is episode 16, Traitors, Caravan. And boy oh boy, this mission. Mission here is kind of a pain for me. When this mission goes right, when this strategy I'm about to do, when it goes right, it's fun. It's fun for me, but there's been many times when I've tried to do this strategy, and if you don't do it just right, it becomes a pain because you're going to have to start over again. At least in my case, I started over every time, and I did this mission like over 20 times, trying to get this just right. And it becomes a little frustrating. But what you want to do is you want to just hightail it to where this van is, or this truck or whatever that you have to extract. And I actually probably could have parked the horse a little closer. I parked him a little far away, but it will be okay here. But you want to run down up onto this area here, and you will see this van or truck you want to extract. And then it will become a little bit of a waiting game here. I don't highlight the truck. I mean, I guess I could have went over and actually, highlighted it. But I decided to use the cigar. It will move up the time a little bit. So we have the vehicles that are going to come out of here. They're finally making their way in here, or they're already here. Let's see. Okay, there's the truck, the guards. All right, and it becomes a little bit of a waiting game here. You could probably use your cigar again to elapse the time. You gotta watch, because if you go too far, then these guys will be past the point of where your horse is, and then you'll have to start over again. So, what I'm going to do is just wait. And it becomes a little frustrating here because you have to wait on these dudes to just, get moving. And I've already used the cigar once. I probably could have nudged it maybe one more time. But like I said, again, it can become a little tricky. And, this is one of the missions where I kind of have like a love-hate relationship with, because, like I said, if it goes right, it's not too bad, but in this case, or in a lot of cases I did, it becomes very frustrating because you have to wait around. You have to wait for these dudes to get in the van and make their way around here. And it's one of the fairly longer missions to do here. Not as long as some of the ones that I've done already, but definitely you feel like falling asleep at this point, because you're just like, come on, let's go. Let's go, come on. So, there's like other strategies you could possibly do. You could probably, go and go in there if you wanted to, and try to extract it in there. But then that's going to become it's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be pretty if you go in there. And this strategy that I'm going to do, that it won't work. So if you just wanted to run in there and trank those dudes or whatever, you're still going to have to fight the skulls, because wherever you go, you're going to have to do that. And there's also objectives, obviously, on this mission. And this mission can be vastly longer because you have to listen to all these conversations for these guards. So that becomes a huge waiting game. But they're finally making their way into the vehicles here, and they are going to be coming around. And I probably could have edited this to where it would be a little bit closer together, edit it so we didn't have to wait as long. But I really wanted to show you exactly how long I had to wait here. So they are making their way around. And you see I'm doing this at night as well. It helps. It helps at night, of course. I'm not sure. I think I actually tried this in the day, and it was a little bit different in the daytime. To where it seems like the skulls were always spotting me for some odd reason. And I tried it at night. I was like, well, let me try it at night. And I did it, and they didn't notice me as much. So keep that in mind. And I'm also wearing this orange camo to match the terrain. And I'm going to be waiting on these vehicles to be coming around. They're finally making their way around. What's going to happen is I got the horse parked down there. They are going to stop for the horse, hopefully. And this last guy, as soon as you get this last guy in the blind spot, I'm going to run. I'm going to make my way as fast as I can down there, and I actually end up stopping because I think, well, they're at the end, but no, they keep on going. And then finally I catch up, and they stop, and the skulls are triggered. Okay, you want to go prone immediately and try to stay behind this vehicle. There was a few times I actually just immediately crawled under this vehicle, and they spotted me every time. So I was like, well, damn, I mean, what the hell is going on? So what I did was you just go prone, and you just wait behind this vehicle, and you wait for these guys to do their thing, and that's basically, come after you slowly. They have this certain, like, ability to where they seem like they know where you're at, but they're not alerted, and they will actually end up walking towards you slowly. Wherever you're at, it seems like that's what they do. So we're going to exploit that a little bit, and we're going to want all these 4 skulls to slowly make their way towards you on the left side of this vehicle. They will slowly make their way, and this guy in the front is making his way here quite quickly, so I'm going to crawl under here as slowly as I can and keeping my fingers crossed, hoping that they don't spot me, because it seemed like a few times I did this and they spotted me. It was quite strange. So I'm going to nudge my way up here a little bit more. There's one more skull that's kind of out there. I'm looking around, making sure my feet's not sticking out or something, because I was spotted a few times and I really couldn't understand why. But this guy's making his way slowly. I'm nudging my way up because I don't want him to spot me. These guys seem to be okay. But that guy there is kind of annoying. He's just hanging back. You're going to want to wait until they're all over on the left side. And here he comes, finally. Finally. It's a slow process, this strategy, but it does work when it does work. And I'm making sure that they are all in a row there, and I'm going to slowly make my way out, and I'm going to crawl and hope that they don't turn around. And I might be able to duck walk here. I decided to just crawl. It's a little safer. Now I'm going to Fulton the vehicle I need to Fulton, and I'm going to leap, and I'm going to crawl out of here. I'm going to run now. I'm just going to sprint. I got the objective that I wanted to get. You're going to want to call in your horse. And the horse is quite good for this situation. Jump on your horse and get the heck out of here. And the end of the hot zone's a little funny. I mean, in a few strategies that I did doing this, it seems like I was riding the horse forever. So it can be. I should have looked at the map to see where the closest end of the hot zone was or is. But I didn't because I figured, well, it's not that far. But I ended up actually riding quite a distance out of here. I think I probably could have went to the left side down that road. It might have been a little quicker. So whenever you do this, make sure, maybe look at the map around in here. Maybe find out where the actual end of the hot zone is. And I'm like looking around like, what the heck's going on? Because I don't want to be spotted. And there's a few dudes that are kind of noticing me. And I was actually trying to do this no traces as well. So I'm hoping that I still can get no traces. And I'm still riding this horse. And I'm thinking, wow, this is terrible. And now I finally look at the map and I'm like, what in the world is going on here? And you see, I think where I was, if I would have went to the left, it would have been a little quicker from the beginning. Instead of going out this way, it becomes a vastly longer time limit here. And yeah, I mean, I guess I should have tried this again to do it without, without this long out of the hot zone area. But here, I finally make it out of the hot zone. But yeah, guys, that'll do it for me. I believe that was no traces. I could be wrong. But if you could give a like, guys, I would appreciate it. And it is no traces. So that'll do it for me for this video, guys. Thanks a lot. Take it easy, guys.